Okay. Hey everybody, thank you for coming. Give us just a minute. Let folks get back in here if they still want to try again. Okay, we're back. If y'all would, just let us know if you can hear us and how this is all sounding. And if it's working. Sounds great. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for sticking around. I'm sorry, I know that was not fun and kind of a waste of part of your evening. So I appreciate your patience. All right. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that last Tuesday we did all requests. I didn't get to all of them, so tonight the idea was to try and get to as many of the rest of the requests as possible. So that first request song I forgot to mention was for Paula J. Marks. She said, please play Little Rock. I grew up in Houston, but my dad was from Arkansas, and I spent summers as a kid in Searcy, about 50 miles east of Little Rock. I had a friend from Searcy. Always felt like we were leaving civilization after we left Little Rock on the way to Searcy. This was the late 60s. Really enjoy Alone Together Tuesdays. Well, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. Okay. And then, let's see. Our next request is from Michael Burley. He said, please play Drive. I love the melody. I wrote a song on banjo years ago with the same melody, but I like all your tunes. As a songwriter, I consider you a songwriter's songwriter, if that makes sense. Looking forward to the show, Hayes. All right. Well, Michael, thank you for the request and the compliments, and I appreciate you being here. This is going to be like A sharp, okay. A flat, I think. Let's see here. Drive and drive, don't you ever sleep, calling out the exit signs like promises to keep, yeah, promises to keep. Shooting stars racing through the night, long as you keep moving, oh, you won't ever die. Yeah, you won't ever die. Further on and down the road, burning up your life. Always someplace else to go. Just drive, drive, drive. Round and round that Colorado town, like a Mustang in the mountains, you're too wild to settle down. Sing your songs, throw your hammer in the air, burning both ends of that candle and pretend that you don't care. Yeah, pretend that you don't care. Further on and down the road, burning up your life. Always someplace else to go. Just drive, drive, drive. I'll drive and drive. Don't you ever sleep. Lay down by the railroad ties with promises to keep. Yeah, promises to keep. All right, let me fix the volume. Y'all give me 1 second here. We're gonna just tweak this a little bit. I hear you. I hear you that you can't hear me. Let's see, mic volume. We'll boost that up a little bit, and we'll see if that helps things. It's just one of those nights, one of those shows. Okay. All right. What's next? David Britton, my friend David Britton from Houston, works over at KPFT Radio some of the time, and great photographer. Requested The Grizzly Bear by Bill Morrissey. Love your covers of Bill's songs. Some of the first songs I remember you playing at the Duck back around 2003. So the Duck is McConaughey's Mucky Duck, which is where one of the clubs I started playing at early on, and I still play today. And Bill Morrissey, for those of y'all that don't know, was this wonderful songwriter from New Hampshire, and he was one of my favorites as a listener. He had this mix of really heavy, melancholy songs and these really funny, clever songs. And I used to steal the funny ones and try and pass them off as my own when I first started playing. And I just really loved him. Really did. I got to meet him one time, saw him play at the Mucky Duck, and then actually gave him a ride back to his hotel that night. And then he died a couple years later, but he was really a special songwriter. So, all right, let's see. I had to move all my stuff, so give me a second. All right. This is called The Grizzly Bear. You ready? Kitty. Well, let me tell you about this girl I met just the other night. She spent so much time in the mirror, boys. She could not tell left from right, and I knew she came from money by the way she bought me drinks. But I'll be damned if I ever understand just how a rich girl thinks. She wants me to call her Monday. Could be a blessing, maybe a curse. She wants to fly us both to the Bay of Fundy just to watch the tide reverse. She wants me to meet her girlfriends, one named Kiki, one named Claire. I just want to take her home tonight and dance the Grizzly Bear. Well, I could tell by how she high-stepped she'd learned to dance uptown. Where I come from, we just kind of like to get drunk and slam bodies all around. I said, let's have one more drink and go on home, it's getting late. But she said no, she wanted to stay and dance till we dehydrate. And she wants me to call her Monday. Could be a blessing, maybe a curse. She wants to fly us both to the Bay of Fundy just to watch the tide reverse. She wants me to meet her girlfriends, one named Kiki, one named Claire. I just want to take her home tonight and dance the Grizzly Bear. Never seen a girl with so many names written on her clothes. I had never seen a girl so pretty or with a dollar up her nose. I said, let's go home and do something nice, getting late. But she said she picked up her keys and picked up her purse and ran away with her Corvette. I guess I won't call her Monday. It's no blessing and no curse. I've already seen the Bay of Fundy. I watched all them tides reverse, and I'll never get to meet her girlfriend. One named Kookie, one named Claire. I guess I'll just find someone else tonight just to dance the Grizzly Bear. All right. Wow, I hadn't done that in a minute, and it showed. Whew. All right. All right. Let's just have a drink and take a breath.
Cheers.
Okay, everybody. Well, this is our 4th attempt. I'm sorry the other computer didn't work. It's completely crapped out. So now we're on the OG computer, and people are telling me that the volume is a little low. I've got it maxed out, so I'm sorry. This is the best I can do.
Try the computer volume.
Oh yeah, that's an idea. That's Adam Landry back there. Let's see, system preferences. Yeah, okay, so sound. Yeah, input volume. Bam. Okay, now we're talking.
Oh, we're cooking with gas.
Oh, good idea, Adam. Okay, now it's probably going to be cranking. They're going to be like, whoa, Hayes, that's way too loud. All right. How about now, everybody? Can y'all hear us? I'm going to bring this down just a hair. Okay. All right. Let's see. The next request. We had 4 people request this song. Girl Downtown. First up is Mike Eitzen. He said, Girl Downtown reminds me of growing up in a small town in Fitzgerald, Georgia. I used to go to the local Pure Oil truck stop every Friday night. The waitress seemed to always have some kind of spot on her clothes. Plus, she was kind of good looking. Steve Nyson says, Girl Downtown, please. It was the first song I'd ever heard of yours. I've been a fan since. We saw you at the Crescent Ballroom in Phoenix. Great show. Please come back when the coast is clear. I will, Steve. Thank you. DK Clayton says, Girl Downtown, or as my grandkids call it, the catch-up song. A lot of y'all know my drummer, Mike Meadows, my friend. He's not mine. I don't own him. He plays with Sean Colvin and Willie Nelson and a bunch of other people, but we're good buds, and he's played with me for years. And he has an aversion to ketchup, like a serious, it's like a phobia, like it's a thing. I thought it was a joke at first, and I realized, no, he really doesn't like ketchup. And when I sing this song, I mention ketchup, he literally cringes and like looks away when he does it. And then Ryan Norman says, my daughter Kate always loves to hear Girl Downtown. So, Mike, Steve, DK, Ryan, this is for you guys. Thank you very much. Here we go. Well, there's a girl downtown with freckles on her nose, pencils in her pockets and a ketchup on her clothes. She's a real nice girl. She's pretty as a plate. The boys call her Katie when they ask her on a date. And who knows, Katie, maybe you could be the one. Well, there's a boy outside standing in the rain. Hands are in his pockets. He's wondering why he came. He's a real nice boy. He's slower than the fall, and the girls call him Billy, if they're calling him at all. And who knows, Billy, maybe you could be the one. Oh, but hearts don't fly, words they don't sing, and boys like you can't buy no ring. Love's not stuck, it just moves slow. You turn around a minute and away we go. Billy walked inside, he ordered up a drink. He started getting nervous and wondered what she'd think. She thought he looked nice, a little rough around the seams, but just the kind of boy who could listen to her dreams. And who knows, Katie, or maybe he could be they stepped outside. They took a little walk. Katie held his hand, and Billy even talked. They sat by the ponds. They didn't make a sound. That night fell easy as the moon came down. And who knows, baby, maybe we could be the one. But hearts don't fly, words they don't sing, and boys like you can't find no ring. Love's not stuck, it just moves slow. You turn around a minute and away we go. There's a girl downtown with freckles on her nose, pencils in her pockets, and a ketchup on her clothes. She's a real nice girl. She's pretty as a plate, and the boys call her Katie when they ask her on a date. And who knows, Kate, maybe you could be the one. Yeah, who knows, babe, maybe we could be the one. Yeah, who knows, baby, maybe we could be the one. All right. Hey, you know what I forgot to do was make a banner for tonight, but I'm just going to put this up there. Bam! Alone Together Tuesdays on a Saturday. You know what? Y'all have been great, and I think you deserve a magic trick. You ready? Here goes. Okay. I'm going to lean heavily on my kids' magic to try and get through this show tonight. All right, next up. Sue Predis, who's a good friend of the show, requested Sake of the Song. She said, God love you. Thanks for everything you've done these past weeks. For the Sake of the Song would be great. Or any Dylan tune you choose. I was listening to Someday Baby from Modern Times and thought, wow, Hayes would kill this. Be safe and thanks again. Well, thanks, Sue. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll break out Someday Baby someday, but not tonight. But we will do For the Sake of the Song for you. This is for Sue. Nobody's business or your front page news, or folk rock, country, or Delta blues. Tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song. Hitchhiking, bus riding, rental cars, living rooms, coffee houses, rundown bars. 10,000 people alone under the stars. It's all for the sake of the song. And there's a man who wrote your cheating heart. Now he's lying through his tooth, and he plays it on a stolen harp that's soaked in 100 proof. And there's the one who might be happy, but for the writer's curse, she lost the crowd's attention by the 42nd verse. It's a traveling salesman and the girl next door, from that empty room to the third encore. Less is less until more is more, and it's all for the sake of the song. Hey! the son of some well-known, and his father bought the tour bus so he could strike out on his own. And there's the brooding contradiction. He's holding Van Gogh's ear, and he's taped it into his guitar in hopes someone will hear. And it's a black berets and nudie suits. The next big thing, or getting back to your roots. High tops, flannels, or duct tape boots, and it's all for the sake of the song. Here we go. There's a legend, yeah, there's the best that's ever been. And there's the voice of a generation who won't pass this way again. And there's record deals and train seals and puppets on a string. And we're all just trying to figure out what makes the cage bird sing. It's lights, camera, on with the show. Lifetime to get ready, now go, can't go. Where it all ends, nobody knows, but it's all for the sake of the song. So if you're nobody's business, or your front page news, folk, rock, country, old Delta blues, tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song. All right.
One of my faves.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's see what's up next. Antonio Zamorales asked for Beyond the Blues. He said, I've seen you 5 times and not sure I've ever seen you play your cover of Beyond the Blues. It's the best version I know. Well, thank you, Antonio. I appreciate that, and I'd be happy to play it. This song, it's a special one for me. It's a Peter Case song. Great songwriter, Peter Case. And I had just made my first record, and this fellow's putting together a Peter Case compilation, and he asked me to be on it, and it was very exciting for me. It was like the first time anybody had asked me to be on a compilation or a tribute or anything, and so I just thought that was very cool, and I love this song, and I have very fond memories. I was practicing it today, although you may not be able to tell that I was practicing, but I was practicing it today, and it just, I went back to recording it at some guy's house in Dallas. I don't even remember who, but Lance Smith was my guitar player, and just he and I did this recording. But if you get a chance, check out the record. It's called A Case for Case. It came out in 2003, I think. And my favorite thing on there is Sam Baker's version of, I'm blanking on the name of the song, but it's totally worth checking out. So, all right. I hope y'all are doing okay. I hope you can hear all right. I'm kind of trying to read the message board as I go. So, within reason, just let me know if it needs to come up or down on the volume. Or maybe I shouldn't ask y'all that. I don't know. I just appreciate you hanging with me. All right. So this is in E, maybe? That old man on the corner, he's singing my life, playing guitar with a rusty old knife. Every line that he's singing, it rhymes with the truth. And a promise of something beyond the blues. Now you and me, darling, took the long way around through the wide open country, past a heart attack town, the fork in the road where we all got to choose between darkness and light and beyond the blues. Beyond the shadows and the rain, beyond the darkness, beyond the pain. You know in your heart there's no way out but through. Take a walk with me, darling, beyond the that old man on the corner, he's been gone for years. And his guitar and knife are all rusty with tears. But there's a song that he left us that we'll never have to lose, about another life waiting beyond the blues, beyond the shadows and the rain, beyond the darkness, beyond the pain. When you know in your heart there's no way out but through. Take a walk with me, darling, beyond the blues, beyond the blues. Take a walk with me, darling, beyond the blues. All right, the great Peter Case. Okay, how we doing, everybody? Y'all hanging in there with us? All right. We have a lot of requests, and again, these are leftover requests from last Tuesday's show. We had over 60 requests, and I played 28 of them on Tuesday. And this show is to try and get as many in as we can. So in case you're wondering what's going to happen, hopefully my wife is going to come join us in a little while. One-Eyed Willie, our Chihuahua, last Tuesday, she couldn't play because he had to go to the emergency room and have surgery. Like mid-show this happened. So she's going to come out tonight and sing, I think. And Willie's doing great, by the way, in case you're wondering. Thank you for all the support for Willie. He's a rescue. He's had a rough life and a rough year, but he's recovering great from the surgery, and hopefully he will be doing better now that that's behind him. So anyway, but I've got a lot of my own songs coming up, but I also have some Todd Snyder, some Robert O'Keefe, some Bob Dylan, some Jimmy Buffett, some Greg Brown. A lot of requests for other artists as well were on here that I didn't get to. So. Anyway, that's what's happening. So the set list is already kind of set, and yeah, here we go. So next up, Girl with the Dirty Hair. Clark Weldon asks, I'd love to hear your cover of Girl with the Dirty Hair. It takes me back to my offshore days, working out of little Louisiana oil towns like Intercoastal City and Cameron. Clark, thank you for the request. This is one of my favorite songs. It's by my friends Adam Carroll and Brian Rung, and it's about a town that is very close to my heart, city of Galveston, and it goes like this. E flat, I think. Scarface in the corner, he's stumbling for a fight. It sure looks good in Galveston tonight. And I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. Scarface used to tell me, gone are the fishing days. The Cajuns fish the redfish all the way. I got that dirty-haired woman, says she'll be here till the end. Till the Cajuns stop dancing, the redfish are biting again. Scarface in the corner, he's stumbling for a fight. It sure looks good in Galveston tonight. And I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. I'd be 5 years gone. Everyone I used to know, they just moved on. Yeah, but me and Mother Ocean, we stare into the night. And the ships are tight and there's not a soul inside. And if I had me some sense, I'd be 5 years gone. Everyone I used to know, they just moved on. Yeah, but me and Mother Ocean, we stare into the night. And the ships are tight and there's not a soul inside. Scarface in the corner, he's stumbling for a fight. It sure looks good in Galveston tonight. And I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. Yeah, the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. Man, I love that song, and I love Adam Carroll and Brian Wrong. If you have not checked out their stuff or aren't familiar with it, I mean, I don't know. Adam Carroll, I think very few people who are more influential on me or who I dug more that were in my sort of age range. I have like my heroes that are older than I am, but Adam just I don't know. I find him. If you're a fan of John Prine, I would equate him to that a little bit, just in his style. It's very folksy and simple and common in a way, but very profound and fun, and he can play the harmonica and the guitar like crazy. He's incredible. So, okay. Next up, Toby Afron says, I got a gig. It's a fave because my boyfriend is a musician and it makes me think of him, and I just love the lyrics. And Bob Watson says, can you tell me the story about the lion? So, story time, boys and girls. So a lot of y'all know I got my start playing music in Crystal Beach, Texas. Oh, you know what? Before I get into story time, let's give away a record. I've got a What It Is record, a vinyl record, or a CD, whichever you prefer. If you win, we're gonna give away. Let's give 3 of them away tonight. So the way we do that is if you share the show on Facebook, or just like it on YouTube, or just tell your friends about it. We'll know. We're like Santa Claus. We can tell if you're sharing it. Callan's going to pick 3 winners tonight, and we're going to be here for a while now that we finally got it working. So do that, and I'll announce them throughout the show, the winners. And so I got my start in Crystal Beach, Texas, which is on a little peninsula called the Bolivar Peninsula down in southeast Texas. You take a ferry from Galveston Island, or you come off the mainland, I-10 to Highway 87, and when I moved there, I was the only guy who could play guitar and sing at the same time on the whole peninsula. And so I started getting gigs at places like Bob's Sports Bar and World Famous Grill. I got a gig at the Ship's Wheel and the Stingery, and my dog just busted up in here, and my wife and my Willie. There's a whole thing here.
Well,
I'm going to delay that story. Come on in here, baby.
She probably should go, though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Winnie?
She's going to calm down, though. I bet she will calm down.
Well, she's going to lick Landry to death before she does, or break everything.
Well, we'll make it work. Let me get you a chair, baby. Everybody, hold on one second. My wife just showed up with Winnie. This is Winnie, and that's One-Eyed Willie. And I'm going to get her a chair so y'all can see him and check in on him. And then we're going to tell the story a little bit later because I got Allison Moore here. She's going to sing with me. So hold on. We had to abort the show, baby, from the originally planned thing because it just did not work.
What didn't work?
Everything.
Nothing?
The camera, the microphone, it was all a big
Winnie.
mess.
Stomp on some pedals.
She really wants to be part of this show.
Yeah, Winnie, you need to lay down. Here, I have a treat. Uh-huh.
She's a
Lie down.
small dog.
Lie down. Lie down. Lie. Good girl.
Oh. She back up.
She's back up? All right, well. Okay.
Well, anyway.
All right, have a seat, baby.
Okay. Oh. Hi.
Hey.
Here's Willie. We're
Everybody's
trying out
wanting-
yet another contraption.
So,
Really?
I need to explain to everybody. So, I just told them about the surgery and last week that you had to run to the hospital. That's why you couldn't sing because of One-Eyed Willie. He had surgery. And so, as y'all let y'all know, when a dog has surgery, you got to put the cone around their neck so they don't like open up the wound. And we've been through like 3 different cones. Allison kind of went nuts and bought. It's hard to get a cone for a Chihuahua. They're tiny.
Well, and they're like,
Um,
some cones are like too heavy.
yeah, he's like falling over. And so now he has a suit. This is a little outfit that he's got.
It's like a.
Hey, Willie.
It's a leotard.
It's a leotard.
To get it from.
Looks like a little smoky jacket.
To get it to look. But I had to cut the sleeves off because it was way too long. It has a zipper under here so he can do his business without taking it off. And then this zipper. Maybe
That's what every dude wants.
It's like it's a union suit.
That's right. I'm gonna take my pants off and do my business.
So we're trying this because I think it might be more comfortable for sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Yeah,
Winnie,
I'm sure it will be.
It's like a
That's
little-
pretty cute.
Sweet pea suit.
I love you to death, buddy.
All right.
You need to go lay down.
Yeah, Winnie, come over here. Come over here. Sorry, the show just got invaded by
This is it.
canines.
What you doing?
All right, let's play some music. Let's do Kathy Paulson, Ruihimang. Y'all have some of the craziest names. Would love to hear Sunday Morning Coming Down. A year ago, we were getting ready to go on our Cayamo music cruise. You and Allison were my favorites. What a great memory. Looking forward to seeing you again in Austin, Houston, Texas, or on the ship. Kathy, thanks so much. And we'll play this Christopherson song for you here. We're doing G or A, do you remember? Let's do an A.
Okay.
Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head. It didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. And I shaved my face and combed my hair. Stumbled down the stairs to meet the day.
Well, I smoked my brain the night before. Cigarettes and songs that we were picking.
first.
Watch. Then I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing at a can that he was kicking. Then somewhere in the distance, I heard this. Why did you do this to me?
Well, I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing at a can that he was kicking. And somewhere in the distance, caught the smell of someone frying Sunday chicken. And it took me back to somewhere that I'd lost somehow, somewhere along the way. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes the body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sun of the sleeping city sidewalks. Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl who he was swinging. And I stopped by inside a Sunday school and listened to the songs that they were singing. And somewhere in the distance goes the sounds of a lonely church bell ringing. And it echoed through the canyons like the disappearing dreams of yesterday. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sun of the sleeping city sidewalks. Sunday morning coming down. Of the sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down. He's got his little shirt and he's like, ah.
I don't think he likes it very much. Winnie found a spot back there.
Oh, yeah.
Winnie loves the musics.
Yeah. All right, Winnie's on the couch.
She does. She's an accordion dog.
Yeah. Did I wake the beast?
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. Yes.
Really? I don't know. And it's not very flattering. It's ill-fitting.
Yeah.
It's like way scoop neck. That's not a good look. Scoop neck? No, we don't like scoop neck.
All right, the first winner of the What It Is vinyl is Greg Tressler. Greg, congratulations. Thanks for sharing the show and for supporting the show. If you give Carll your address, she should be reaching out to you, and she'll get the info on where to mail it. So thank you very much for that. And we got 2 more to give away, so keep sharing and telling people about it and liking it. And yeah, and thank y'all. I know this was a really rough start. This is our 4th take. It took us 4 times.
Well, Is it because of the rain?
I don't know what it
What
is.
happened?
I don't know what it is, but the audio is just really screwed up.
So what are you on here?
I'm old school. Like I'm on my laptop instead of the deal with the camera and everything. I hope it works now. Mark says it's breaking up. I don't know. Whatever. We're just gonna keep playing. I can't worry about it anymore. It's the best we can do, and it's free. So it's free.
Y'all can ask for your money.
Oh no, they're
back.
saying the video is breaking up. Crap. And maybe the rain. Maybe it's.
Yeah, rain sometimes affects ye old signal.
They say it's freezing up. All right. Well, we're gonna try another song. If it keeps freezing, we may start over again. But okay, so we have another request here. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I'm just sitting here like I'm supposed to be doing. You tell me you wanted to come out and sing.
Carolyn Urick Strecker requests "Love Don't Let Me Down." She said, "Hi Hayes, I've requested this elsewhere, but I'll do it again here. A duet with Allison of "Love Don't Let Me Down," dedicated to my husband of 47 years, Ray, who turned 70 over the weekend. We are both longtime fans of yours, and Alone Together Tuesdays have helped us through the pandemic. Thanks."
Do you think we'll be married for 47 years?
If we live that long? Yeah. So we only have 45 and a half to go?
How old was I when we got married? When? Let's see. I was
You were 20.
46. I was 46. So I'd have to live to be 93
Yeah.
for us to be married for 47 years.
Well,
Is that the right math?
I don't know. I think we can do it, whatever it is. And then we have several other requests here. I'm not sure who it's from, though. It says, oh no, it's the same person. They just emailed several times.
They
and,
did it.
and then, sorry, there's one other request for this, if I can find it. Oh, that's also the same person. Okay, well this is for Carolyn.
Caroline.
And for Ray, her husband of 47 years. Here we go. I've never been the lucky one. I watch my dreams all turn and run. While they left me alone, thinking they'd come back someday. Well, it turns out I was wrong. 'Cause time don't wait for anyone. And I stand here like a school kid hoping that it's not too late.
Here goes my heart again, foolish as it's ever been, always leading me somewhere that I couldn't stay. But I'm not gonna look behind, there's nothing I wanna find. So I stand here and face you and promise I won't run away.
Under the sun, there ain't nothing new. There's lovers and leavers and moments forgotten and dreams that don't ever come true. And even though I'm afraid, I'm gonna stand my ground. And if it's not asking too much, love, don't let me down. Here I stand in front of you, just hoping that my best will do. I'm a good man, a loving man who just needs someone to hold.
I can see it in your face. Your love can fill up this empty space. And the years up ahead don't have to feel so damned alone.
Under the sun, I ain't nothing new. And maybe it's crazy to keep chasing after these dreams that don't ever come true. And even though I'm afraid, I'm gonna stand my ground. And if it's not asking too much, love, don't let me down. And if it's not asking too much, love, don't let me down.
I think that soup has led Willie. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to excuse myself from the shot for a minute.
All right, you go. Look
Tell me
after
what's
Willie.
next.
Next is gonna be There.
So great.
And in the meantime,
Winnie, get out of there.
oh, I didn't mean to do that. But thank you, Julie.
Poor Willie. He feels like he's in jail.
All right, for those of y'all just tuning in, just so you don't think that we dress our dogs up on a Saturday night, Willie had surgery on Tuesday night, and he's recovered really well, but we had to get him this little suit. Can we hold him up? Can you show him?
He's kind of embarrassed, I think. I'm trying to keep him from having to wear the cone. Because he doesn't like the cone and it's uncomfortable. I've got 18 cones in here. Let's
You
try.
have. You spent. That's why I did this show, because I saw the bill. I saw the vet bill and I saw the cone bill, and it's going to take a month of Alone Together Tuesdays to pay it off. Yes, it's a onesie. Thank you, Karen.
It is, but it has a zipper underneath, so business can be done.
Yeah.
And it has the zipper on the top, and it's ill-fitting is the thing. It's not cut right for him.
It's not custom.
It's not your fault. It's the suit's fault.
It ain't Manuel either.
That's right. That's right. It's not your fault that it doesn't fit well. It's not. Don't have a body insecurity.
Catherine Baki requested "Be There." She said the second best line in one of your songs. You look like a tragedy that just hasn't happened yet. The other one is "We don't need no sleep, girl. We'll get plenty when we're dead." All right. Well, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. We'll do this request, and this is a song that the three of us actually wrote together. It was the first. We've written a couple songs together, but it was the first one that the three of us wrote together. Yeah.
Did you tell them the backstory on it? Well,
You've heard what I've told them.
well, Mr. Landry used to be in my band
That's right.
many moons ago, and we played together in different incarnations here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So when the three of us wrote this song in 2014, I believe it was, November of 2014, you two had never written together.
That's right.
So,
No, but he did. We did play together. He played on my Little Rock record,
That's right.
so we knew each other. But,
Thank you, Bobby Field.
So anyway, we got together and yeah, started with this line, and we came up with a song. It goes like this: You look like a tragedy that just hasn't happened yet, and I've been on a losing streak, and I'm trying to forget. You act like we were meant to be, like country songs in Tennessee. Baby, I need to believe, 'cause I want you so bad. You say that you will, but I know you won't. Yeah, I know you won't. I know you won't. It'll turn your promise into lies, no matter how you try to keep it. And I'm standing at the edge of town. The bell heavy as the sun goes down. I'm so tired of going round and round. I wanna take you at your word. 'Cause you say that you will, but I know you won't. Yeah, I know you won't. I know you won't. Be there. You feel like a memory of something that I've never known. Somebody who could take me there. Somebody who could take me home. You say that you will, but I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. Be there. Be there. Be there. All right. For those of you that don't know, Allison Moore has a show tomorrow, actually, Sunday morning, every other Sunday, 11 o'clock a.m., called Soul Soothing Sunday Songs, and it's incredible. She does a lot of classic, beautiful songs. Tomorrow's a request show, too, isn't it, though? Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to be there, and, 11 o'clock, so check that out. And we'll do this here. This is a song that Allison and I wrote together. It was the title track to my last record, which was called What It Is. And we're giving away another copy of that. Barb Steinberg. Barb Steinberg. Paging Barb. Congratulations, Barb. Thank you for sharing the show. You're going to get a record mailed to you. And
I'm rolling your sleeves up.
rolling up Willie's sleeves. He's like an outsider.
Greaser.
And so let's do this tune here, and it's in the key of G, but we'll start in F. So. Done too deep. I'll stay for the breaking of the day. And my compass is in pieces, and I don't know what I seek, but I'm not sure it matters anyway. 'Cause what it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. try to make my plans, then set out like a fool toward the sea. And every wave that crashes, rearranges all the sand, and puts another path in front of me. What it was, it's gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. What it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. I forgot to read the dedication. John Hamill requested that song. He said, "What it is, the song and lyrics pulled me through a tough time and gave me positive motivation to get there." John, thank you for your message, and I'm glad you got through that tough time. So, well, baby, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, you're welcome to hang out, but that's all the requests, and we have 20 more, so I gotta
you get on it.
Get
We're
on
gonna
it.
go see if I can. I don't know. Cut the legs, the sleeves out.
Yeah,
The suit.
you're gonna
and it's
craft
just be
this.
like a wrestling suit. It'll be cute.
Well,
Tailor it.
everybody, please tune in tomorrow 11 a.m. We'll catch Allison's show, and like I said, I'll be there, and Willie will be there.
We'll see what he's wearing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do the collar, the cone with the ears. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, there's like 6 different. You think I'm kidding,
It's
but
Luke. He has 6 Lukes.
there's a lot of different
It's a Luke.
cones and support systems for the post-surgery chihuahua.
Well. All right.
All right, I love you, baby. Thank you.
Bye, Andrew.
Good to see you.
See you.
Good to see you, Willie. I will.
All right. Well, that was nice. Yeah, last Tuesday she was getting ready to come in, and then she came running in and said, "I gotta go get surgery for Willie." And yeah, that was a rough night. Rough night. Poor little thing. He was a rescue. Both our dogs are rescues, but Winnie was a puppy, and I think she's had a decent life, but a decent 4-month life. But Willie, he was a couple years old, and he'd been through some rough times. So, okay, so back to story time. Thank y'all for being here. Actually, before I get into story time, let's do magic time. When we come back from this, I'll tell y'all a story. But first, let's see what Eli Carll's got here. The magic kit. All right. Pretty cool. So Eli gets 0.2% of all the tips.
That's a standard royalty rate.
Yeah, that's standard in the business, 0.2%. So if you're like, I really want to support Hayes' kid, Hayes not so much, but Hayes' kid, I really want to support him. I'm going to give him, if you just hypothetically, if you contributed $100, he would get 20 cents.
20 cents.
So, and he's 17, so the 20 cents goes a long way in today's economy for a 17-year-old. Anyway, So I was talking about Crystal Beach, Texas, where I lived for a long time. That's where I moved when I got out of school. And I started playing at these bars down there. And there was Bob's Sports Bar and World Famous Grill. There was the Stingery, where I was also a waiter. There was the Ship's Wheel. There was Genie's 1 and Genie's 2, which things were going so well that I got a gig at Genie's 2 eventually. There was Sharky's, which was the nightclub in town. Thank you, Adam Drew. That's very generous. But Bob's was my first gig, and Bob's was like, it was just sort of this tin roof, little burger joint, sports bar dive, and shrimper bar. And they had TVs up with various sporting events and stuff. They had cans of Off on every table. They called it Crystal Beach Cologne. And I asked the owner, Bob, one day. I just said, "Man, what if I set up a tip jar? Could I play music in the corner here and for free?" And he said, "Sure." So that's how my music career started. It's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm set up in the corner and take tips. It's come full circle. But so there were all kinds of characters and colorful folks that would come into the show, and I mean, some nights there was nobody, and then some nights it would be a packed house. But there was this guy named Mike who would come out sometimes, and Mike had he dabbled in he could get you things that you wanted or needed, and maybe weren't completely legal. And he was pretty successful at it, but unlike a lot of people in his profession that spent their money on like fancy cars or nice clothes, Mike generally didn't wear a shirt, and he drove a golf cart. And he spent his money on exotic animals, and so he brought all these animals down to Crystal Beach and had a zoo. He had his own private zoo. And I can't remember what all else was in there, but the crown jewel of his zoo was this full-grown African lion, which I need to get a picture of it so I can post on here, because people don't believe me about this story probably, but it was real. And he used to bring it out to my shows. He'd put it in one of those circus cages, and he would hook it to the golf cart, and he would back it up against the window. So where the stage, there was like a floor-to-ceiling window. There was a bunch of slot machines, 8-line machines, and two statues of the Blues Brothers, and the corner, and there's a floor-to-ceiling window, and then a gravel parking lot, and then Highway 87, and then the Gulf of Mexico. And he would back the lion up right behind me. And so if you were at my show back in 1999 and you looked up from the fishing tournament or whatever was on TV to look at me, you might sometimes get the added bonus of having a full-grown African lion right behind me. And anyway, in 2007, Hurricane Ike came and destroyed the Bolivar Peninsula. I lost my home. Bob's washed away. A lot of people lost their houses and businesses, and 90% of the buildings washed away. It was just devastating. And I was in England at the time, and I couldn't get any sort of information about what had happened back in the town I was living in. And this woman one night, right before I went on stage in London, England, this woman brought me a newspaper, the front page of like the London Times, the London Sun. And on the front page of the paper was this lion. I'm sorry, people are telling me that it's echoing now. I don't know why it would be doing that. All right, we'll keep trying. And what had happened, I found out later, was that when Mike, my friend with the lion, heard that the storm was coming, he did the Christian thing, and he brought, he set his animals free. He just let them go. And I don't know what became of the rest of them, but the lion instinctively, I guess, went to this church, which was in the center of town. It was the high point, high ground in town. It was about 3 feet above sea level. And there were a couple locals that tried to ride out the storm as well. But after a few hours, they realized they had made a big mistake, and they decided also to go to the high point, which was this church in the middle of town, and it was 3 feet above sea level. And they went in, and there was a lion hanging out there. And they said, probably, we recognize him from Hayes' shows. And they sat in there with the lion while they rode out the hurricane. It turned out it was 3 days before the National Guard could get to Crystal Beach, and the Coast Guard could get there and rescue everybody. And so for 72 hours, there was like this redneck Life of Pi situation going on. And anyway, I know that's a long story, but I also know y'all are paying attention to the lyrics in these songs, and there's a lyric in here about a lion tamer, and I just wanted y'all to know what that was about. So, having said all that. 8-line machine and a sailor's daughter. There's something makes them crazy growing up on the water. Playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. 410 walls, now there ain't much left. Looking like a homeless cheers on meth. Homer's in the corner, breaking up a fight. Good Lord, I hope I get paid tonight. I got a gig, baby. Burnt fried chicken and a Lone Star beer. Cops and the kids, they drink free around here. Girl behind the bar, taking what she's giving. Lying about her past and trying to make a living. A broke pool table and some hard luck cues. Go tell your mama I done paid my dues. Everyone around here knows my name. 6 nights a week in the neon flame. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. Park behind the bar with 100 pounds of weed and a stolen car. Oil patch boys and girls who went to college. Rules you don't break and laws that ain't acknowledged. A barefoot shrimper with a pistol up his sleeve. Some will go to heaven and some will never leave. Pills in the tip jar, blood on the strings. Oh Lord, I never thought I'd see these things. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. Alright. 8-line machine and a sailor's daughter. Something makes them crazy growing up on the water. Playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. All right, that's Adam Landry back there, in case y'all are wondering who the mystery man was. I hope y'all can hear him.
The man on the couch.
If you can't, let me know and we'll have him turn up. And then I need to let y'all know, since I usually do this on Tuesday, there may be some new folks here tonight. If you contribute to the show, I like to show my appreciation by sending you a postcard. It's usually a different one every week. This week, the postcard is this. It's a picture of me, or it's a picture of, from my point of view, from the stage at a festival in Spain that we played summer before last. It was this beautiful festival. It was my first time in Spain, so it was amazing. And so that's any contribution of any kind. You'll get a postcard because I'm trying to show my gratitude to you for contributing. And then if you are feeling really generous and you have deep pockets, if you contribute $30 or more, I send a set list of tonight's show. So this is an episode a month ago, but I'll write out all the songs that we play here tonight, and I will sign it and personalize it and mail it to you. And yeah, so that's that. Let's see if we have a third giveaway. All right, the final winner of the What It Is vinyl or CD, whatever you prefer, is Tina Knoll. Tina, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here and sharing that. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to play a song here that was requested that I was not familiar with, and man, did it really hit me. It's an incredibly poignant song. It's Don't Let Us Get Sick by Warren Zevon. Jeffrey Bailey requested it. He said, if we're not limited to your catalog, how about Don't Let Us Get Sick by Warren Zevon? A short, simple song, perfect as an anthem for all that was wrong with the past year, dedicated to all your listeners and to Tina, my love, who sits beside me listening every Tuesday. Well, that just gives me all the feels. Jeffrey, thank you so much. And Tina, I wonder if Tina is the same Tina that just won a record. That would be cool. Okay, I've never played this before. And I forgot to write down what key I play it in, but let's give it a try here, everybody. Let me tune up. Adam, I think we're going to do E flat.
Cool.
Thank you guys for being here. I know this was, we had a lot of false starts and technical difficulties, and it may not even sound good now or look good. But I don't know. There's only so much I can do, and I just appreciate y'all showing up and giving me a chance. So let's see. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice and let us be together tonight. The sky was on fire when I walked to the mill to take up the slack in the line. I thought of my friends and the troubles they've had to keep me from thinking of mine. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get cold. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice and let us be together tonight. And it smiles on the lake and causes ripples in time. I'm lucky to be here with someone I like who maketh my spirits to shine. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get cold. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight. Make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight. Well, I was about to cry and then my dog started snoring and that just made me laugh. So, God, what a song. What a song. I'd never heard that one before. So thank you for requesting it, Jeffrey. I really appreciate you turning me on to that. So thank you. Okay. Now we have another cover by my good friend Todd Snyder. I cover a lot of Todd songs. I'm a huge fan. And but this is one that I've never had. I mean, I've done it once since I started these Tuesday shows, but it was not one I covered like in my height of my fandom days. But it's a great one. I mean, I used to sing it all the time. It was just not something I ever learned how to play. But Maria DeRocher, who's a good friend of the show, says, I would love to hear Todd Snyder's Beer Run. I normally wouldn't request a cover, but I wanted to let you know you've introduced me to so many great artists. Thank you for that and for performing every week. Well, that makes me feel really good that I turned you on to Todd. I know Todd has turned a lot of people on to me, and I'm very grateful for that. And to him, I'm grateful to him just for existing and doing his thing. He inspires me all the time, and it makes me laugh. So I'm glad that I'm able to turn some folks on to him. All right, let's try this. So this is going to be, we're going to try E again. Or maybe a little high. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Let's see if I can get all the words in. Yeah. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all sing with me now. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E, that's not E. Sorry, what is that? That's B. That's B? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we had to get some musical stuff out of the way. Because that's how professionals do it. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 and a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Well, a couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert O'Keefe at the K-Big Swine and soiree dance. They wore baseball caps, khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save a little money, they got one from a hippie who smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both pretty hungry and kind of thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5, a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Well, they found a store where the sign said the beer was coldest, and they sent him Brad because he looked the oldest. Got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where them registers are. Made his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked up, he turned up, he looked, he stopped, he said, son, I ain't gonna call the cops, but I am gonna take this card. The guys took it pretty hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5, a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Here we go. Older old hippie named named Sleepy John, who claimed to be the one from the Robert Earl song. So they gave him their cash, he bought him some brew. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. Got back up to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. Everybody! The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, be room. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, be run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 and a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, be run. And all we need is a 10 and a 5 and a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, be run. Then B-double-E-double-R-U-N, be run. All right, the great Todd Snyder. Thank you for the request, Maria. I appreciate it. Okay, what do we got next? We have, let's see. Diane Seidel says, our family saw you and Allison at the City Winery in Philly right before the pandemic. Would like to hear anything from K-Mag Yo-Yo. First saw you on Don Imus and have seen you live 11 times since. When this pandemic is over, please come back to Pennsylvania as often as possible. Thank you, Diane. I really appreciate that. And I'll be happy to play something off of K-Mag Yo-Yo. Let me just get another guitar here. Okay, I'm back. That didn't take too long. Let's see. Give this a try. Key of D, I think. Chances are I took the wrong turn every time I had a turn to take. And I guess I broke my own heart every chance I had a heart to break. And it seems I spent my whole life just wishing on that same unlucky star. But as I watch you cross the ballroom, well, I wonder just what my chances are. Well, I know you've looked around and you've seen what you needed to see. And at night when you're dreaming, you're probably not dreaming about me. It's safe to say I've stumbled, but I've managed to make it through this fall. And as I take one step and then another, well, I wonder just what my chances are. Oh, I've watched the world go by hand in hand and wondered why I'm still so alone. Could I lay down my foolish pride and maybe finally find my heart a home? The band has started playing a simple song I used to know. As I take your hand and walk you out and dance to the rhythm way down low. Every heart has got a story, mine just has a few more scars. But they could heal if you would hold me. Just tell me what my chances are. Oh, if you would only hold me and tell me what my chances are. All right, we got the rain outside. We have a dog on the couch. We got Adam Landry back here playing guitar. We have requests from last week's show, and life is good. Thank you everybody for being here. I'm really looking forward to when I can see y'all. Yeah, it's been too long since I got to play in front of people, so that day will come soon. But until then, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do what we do here. Here's another request. Elaine Fleck requests Corpus Christi Bay by Robert O'Keefe, dedicated to my sister Barbara, who passed away in September. We tried to see you 6 or 7 years ago when I was visiting her in Houston, but it was sold out. I appreciate both you and Allison. Well, Elaine, I'm very sorry for your loss, and I appreciate the request here. So we're going to play this for you, sister. I have never played this song live, or in any way. I've never played this song, but we're gonna give it a shot here. Let's put this guitar down. Okay, Adam, we're gonna go. I think an A flat. You doing okay back there?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Just sending Megan pictures of Winnie behind me.
Oh yeah, you got the dog right beside you there. I don't know if people can see that or not, but okay, so like I said, I've never played this before, so forgive me, but we're gonna give it a try here. See if I can let these lyrics stand up so I can see them. All right, here we go. I work the rigs from 3 to midnight on the Corpus Christi Bay. I get off and drink till daylight and sleep the morning away. I had a plan to take my wages, leave the rigs behind for good, but that life, it is contagious and it gets down in your blood. I lived in Corpus with my brother. We were always on the run, and we were bad for one another, but we were good at having fun. We got stoned along the seawall, we got drunk and rode a car. We knew the girls at every dance hall, we had a tab at every bar. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, because I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. My brother had a wife and family, and the wife had done good home, but his wife thought we were crazy, and one day we found her gone. We threw clothes into the car. car trunk, her photographs, her rosary. We went to the pier and got drunk and threw it all into the sea. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, 'cause I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. Now my brother lives in Houston, got married for the second time. He got a job with the union, and it's keeping him in line. He came to Corpus just this weekend. It was good to see him there. He said he finally gave up drinking, and then he ordered me a beer. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, because I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, because I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. Because I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. Robert O'Keefe! Man, that's I hope that was all right. That's not even like one of my. I never even thought about that. It's like one of my main Robert O'Keefe songs that I loved. But now that I've just played it, I'm like, I love that song. It's powerful. Yeah, and I just relate to it so much. Just living on the water. I mean, anybody who's lived by the water knows the folks. I mean, every beach town. I don't care where you are. Well, maybe like Rosemary Beach is not the same, but most beach towns, you have this group of folks, and that's their life, living on the water, and it's just different. It's just different than having a white collar job or having any kind of job. You live in seasonally a lot of times, and you just have that community of people, and it's easy to get loose and get in trouble, and hard to stop doing that and turn things around. So anyway, that was fun. And Elaine, I appreciate the request, and again, I'm sorry for the loss of your sister. It's been a tough year. It was a tough year. And thanks to Robert O'Keefe for writing that tune. All right. What's up next? I hope y'all are doing okay. We got a lot of songs still to go. Let me see. I need to plug in my computer here before it dies. Give me 1 second. We got songs. We got magic still to come. Adam might do a dance routine at some point.
Ooh. I don't have my fez with me.
You don't have your fez. That's true. Winnie is passed out on the couch. Okay. If you're just joining us, normally I do my shows. I'm a Hayes Carll. That's Adam Landry. And normally I do my shows on Tuesdays. We have a series called Alone Together Tuesday, which, bam, now you can see. And this Tuesday was episode 38. We've done 38 episodes of Alone Together Tuesdays. And that's usually the only night of the week I play. But the last show of every month is an all request show, and I had 60 requests this month, and I was only able to play 28 of them on Tuesday. So this show is sort of a makeup to try and get those extra songs in. We're still not going to get them all in, so I'm sorry if you requested a song, but I'm going to do my best. And I'll probably do this every month from now here on out. I'm realizing, because I just want to get as many folks as I can to. I appreciate y'all showing up and being here, period. And when you engage and request songs and leave comments and stuff, that's really, it means a lot to me. I know there's a million things you could be doing right now, and that you are here listening to me play music and sing my songs. I just feel very fortunate and very grateful to all y'all for allowing me to do this and for helping us to get by through this very strange time. Not only financially, but just as importantly, spiritually and emotionally. Like, I can't see you, but I see comments and I see the numbers of people out there, and I send the postcards out every week. I get to see the names popping up, and to me, this is my socialization. And I get to see Adam. Normally I don't have a musician or a friend with me, but tonight I got both. So that's cool. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. All right, next up. We got 2 people requested this. Stomp and Holler. Stacy Burton says, we are huge fans. Our daughters, Trista K. Burton and Riley Ann Burton, grew up listening to and loving your songs. We've decided yours will be the first concert we see since COVID shut everything down. Our oldest, Trista, has Stomp and Holler tattooed on her foot. Jesus. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting a foot tattoo when I began reading this. I printed it out, but I hadn't read it yet. Tattooed on her foot. So if you could play that with a shout out to them, it would be awesome. Hoping to get you near the UP in Michigan for a concert someday. Well, Stacy, that's amazing. Thank you for this request. Trista, thank you for getting my song lyric tattooed on your foot. That's painful from what I hear. And the UP, my parents are spending a lot of time in UP these days, and so I may be up there sooner than later. So that's great. And then also David Pletcher requested this song. He said, please play Stomp and Holler. My grandson Thomas, who will be 18 months old on February 2nd, loves to dance to that song. I'm up here in Portland, Oregon, helping my son's family out with a remodel job on their new house. Thomas joins me at the computer every Tuesday for your show. I'll go home eventually to California, but in the meantime, it is Thomas and I as your biggest fans. Thanks. Well, Dave, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get this in last Tuesday. I hope y'all are here tonight and can hear this. Yeah, see, that's why I did this show, because people make these requests. These songs mean something to them. That means the world to me, and so I just wanted to get these played and these requests heard. So thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. And we're gonna do this song. Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, little Johnny Walker caught a bullet last night running from the guitar store. He took a left down the alley, guess I should have gone right. Now he ain't taking nothing no more. Everybody knows it's a hard time living with the hate and the greed. Most folks earn what they give for a living, others just steal what they need. Down on the corner, already talking how they're gonna cut their teeth. But I'm down here in the filth and squalor. All I wanna do is stomp and holler. Oh, 18 years, that's a long old time to be just sitting face down, stoned in the alley, wondering how to get to that shiny sea. Everybody knows it's a hard time living on a minimum wage. Some people just gonna sneak on through, others gotta rattle that cage. One of these days gonna find my way, or else just disappear. But I'm down here in the filth and squalor. All I wanna do is stomp and holler. poor man's dream. Heaven only knows how to get there. After all the trouble and strife, from all I've seen, only get one shot. And what you gonna do in this life? Oh, what the hell? Yes, I might as well take a chance and try my way. I'm like James Brown, only white and taller, and all I wanna do is stomp and holler. Oh yeah, that felt good. I needed that. Too much folk music around here. We needed some rock. Yeah. That's funny. Somebody said you're in the danger zone now, and then somebody, let's see, Mike O responded, I had a car named Danger Zone. That's great. Let's see. Dane says that electric action in the back makes it a party. Little electric action in the back usually does. Let's see. I saw somebody say that they were talking about last night. Jason Isbell and Lyle Lovett had a show, which I wish I could have seen, and I'm gonna watch as soon as I get a chance. I think I can watch the replay. But that I got several texts last night saying that they were saying really nice things about me, and
Oh, heck yeah.
and man, that means the world to me. I just Lyle Lovett was one of the folks that I grew up on. He was from Klein. I grew up in the Woodlands, and so he was just down the road. And but it wasn't just the geographical proximity that made me feel really close to him. It was just the quirkiness and humor and poignancy and style and everything about Lyle. I can't think of a cooler, classier, more
Complete original.
Total original, and I love him so much. And you know, there's a short list of people where I go, if I hadn't heard that guy, I'm not sure I would be here today. And Lyle Lovett is on that list. It's Bob Dylan, John Prine, Lyle Lovett, Chris Christopherson.
Ray Wiley Hubbard.
You know, I did, like Ray Wiley and Towns Van Zandt and guys like that. There's a lot of guys that became huge influences on me, but I was already hooked by that point. Like I was already doing it. They just opened up worlds to me that I didn't know about. But Lyle was one of the people when I was like 15, 16 years old that I heard and I thought, this makes me happy. What this guy is doing, it just really connects with me. It was just so original and so strange and wonderful.
I remember when my dad got a CD player.
Yeah.
In the 90s. I mean, that was like such a big deal. And one of the first CDs he got was Pontiac.
Yep.
And man, what a great album. I remember being a teenager and just falling in love with that record as well.
Let's see. Yeah, well, everybody seems to agree that Lyle is wonderful. And Jason too, man. Jason, you know, it's funny. That dog is snoring like crazy. I did a tour with Jason where he and I were co-headliners. We would rotate every night, and Shovels and Rope was the opening act. And what a tour. It was really cool. And I admired Jason and appreciated Jason at that time, but that was pre sobriety and pre Southeastern and all the records that followed. And I mean, he was great. I mean, he had written amazing songs already, and had done a lot. And like I said, I admired him. But you know, he really turned his life around, and then it's just such an inspiration as an artist and as a human, for what he has done with his life. I can't say enough good things about Jason, and I just think he's the best songwriter in America right now. I believe that. I just I don't know. I don't think anybody's doing it better. So anyway, I was very tickled to hear that Lyle and Jason were saying nice things last night. So that made me happy. Okay, well, enough about that. Enough about those guys. Keith Kilburn says, I love your more raucous songs too, but please would you play I Will Stay, just because it's gorgeous. I saw you at the Deaf Institute in Manchester a couple of years ago. For those of y'all who don't know, there's an unfortunately named music venue, a great music venue, but unfortunately named the Deaf Institute, which I think might have gone out of business during this pandemic.
It did.
Did it?
Yeah. We
Oh, I saw you there.
Yeah, we hung out there.
Yeah,
we weren't even there together.
Yeah, you were playing with
William Fitzsimmons.
William Fitzsimmons, and Mike Meadows and I were there because we were playing the next night.
Yeah.
Anyway, hoping you'll be able to come back to the UK, preferably right side of the Peninsula. I don't know how to pronounce that. Soon. Kath from 3 Bags Full. Oh, thanks, Kath. I see the 3 Bags Full. I send you guys postcards pretty regularly. Thank y'all for contributing to the show, and that's awesome. I'm gonna check that out with 3 Bags Full. And then I had another request for I Will Stay from Laura Wisdom, who's also a great supporter of the show. And she said, I would like to hear I Will Stay for Thomas Dernan. We first heard this at the Saxon Pub during an Enough Rope show, which was the series I used to do live streams of long before everybody was doing live streams. I just didn't realize that would be my career at a certain point. At the time, we had gone through a really rough 5 years. All my stuff he wrote along with me, and we made it through. This night was at about 4 years into the hell that wouldn't end. That song hit us hard. When you finished singing it, we looked at each other with tears in our eyes. I Will Stay will forever mark this time and getting through it together. If possible, would like the original version with the verse about the silver cross. Well, Laura, thank you for... Sorry, my dog is snoring so hard. Thank you for that request. That's very moving. And again, I said this last week, like the idea that it's really hard to know that these songs have any effect on people, that anybody cares about them outside of just like, I like to listen to them. So when I hear these stories about how they affect you or hit you or resonate with you, it means the world to me. It really does. So I'm going to try and play this. Well, I'm going to play this song. I'm going to try and add the verse that you mentioned, Laura. That was on the original Patreon version. I'll see if I can get it. Forgive me if I mess that up, but we're gonna try here. E flat again. I've seen you at the window, I've heard you at the door. I felt the world convince you it could even up the score. Watched you carry all the memories from a life that came before and then went away. But I will stay. Your silver cross is faded, it's been held so many times. You've been running on the damn and nursing all your lines. And I know that you've been dreaming about changing all their minds some other way. But I will stay. Warm rain on the wall, lone star in the night. brave dreams to hold on to. It will be alright. And it's hard to keep believing all the stories you've been told, and to watch the way you try, babe, as they sad to behold. And sometimes you will get angry, and sometimes you will get cold, but that's okay, and I will stay. There's a ghost in every garden and a lock on every door, and all of them remind you of the ones who came before. There's a pain in every memory you don't have to hold no more. Now the summer sun is fading and the autumn's in the hall, and if time would just stop moving, that wouldn't bother you at all. But your story isn't finished, you got so much more to say, and I can't wait, but I will stay, so I will stay. All right, thank you guys, appreciate the request. Okay, how we doing? Y'all okay out there? We know what we need? Magic. Magic. Here's the deal.
A little bit of magic.
There may be better singers. There may be better songwriters. There may be better looking people. There may be better dancers. There may be better production value. There's not better backup guitar players.
Oh.
There's not better dogs. I don't know if you can't see. Better dogs. But you know, the thing that I have that nobody else has is magic. Music and magic. So my son, for those of y'all who don't know, Elijah Carll is a magician, and so we're gonna do some of his stuff here. Let's check this out. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, that was Eli. Okay. And remember, 0.2% of tips go to Eli. 0.2%. So if you want him to have some money, you're going to have to tip big. If you do contribute to the show, I will send you this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not what well, I'll send you that postcard as a sign of my appreciation. Okay, so I had a lot of requests for Jimmy Buffett, and some people may not get that connection, but I was a huge Jimmy Buffett fan when I was a younger man, and I've told this story a few times, but like my senior quote, my buddies and I all use Jimmy Buffett quotes as our senior quotes. I just loved the whole carefree attitude that Jimmy had, the traveling, the sightseeing, the drinking, the revelry, the sort of carpe diem attitude. And one of the first songs I ever wrote was called Jimmy, I Want to Sail With You, which was something like, I don't remember the melody, but it was like, I don't even think I knew how to play guitar. I just wrote a poem that was gonna be a song. It was like, Jimmy, Jimmy, I wanna sail with you through the islands and the pylons, chasing dreams that might come true. And then I wrote him a letter, which I sent to him via the mailbox at Margaritaville in Key West. And then I got fired from my job at the Cynthia Mitchell Woods Mitchell Pavilion in the Woodlands at his concert because I snuck in. I used to work there, and I snuck in wearing my uniform but carrying street clothes so I could change in the bathroom and go to the concert for free. And they caught me, and I got fired. And then my senior quote was supposed to be a Buffett quote, which was, I've read dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I've learned much from both of their styles, which is a great quote, I thought. I still think so. Like, that's something, some things you do as a teenager, you're like, oh, that's cringeworthy, but I thought that was really cool. Unfortunately, the editor of my senior yearbook screwed it up and said, I've read books about criminals and stuff, and I learned things from them. Not nearly as...
Not as poignant.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's my Jimmy Buffett connection. And so I'm going to play a song of his here, which I haven't done much in the last few years. This is A flat, G sharp.
Got it.
But one of my most vivid memories musically is being a teenager and lying out on the grass lawn hill at the pavilion listening to Jimmy Buffett sing this song. And I just, all the world made sense, and it was in front of me, life was in front of me, and now as a over 40 victim of fate, has a different meaning. But Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. I wanted to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. Watch the men who rode you, the switch from sails to steam. In your belly you hold the treasures few have ever seen. Most of them dreams. Most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. The cannons don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late, arriving too late. I've done a bit of smuggling, and I've run my share of grass. I made enough money to buy Miami, but I pissed it away too fast. Never meant to last. Never meant to last. And I've been drunk now for over 2 weeks. I passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks, but I got to stop wishing, got to go fishing down the rock bottom again with just a few friends, with just a few friends. Though I ran them away, they come back for a day and still can manage to smile. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, after all the years I find my occupation hazard me. My occupation just ain't right. I feel like I've drowned. I feel like I've drowned. I feel like I've drowned. Gonna head uptown. Oh yeah, Mr. Buffett. All right, let's see here. We are on the back half of things, in case y'all are wondering. I know we've been at this a while now, 2 hours and 9 minutes, but we got 6-7 songs left. Thank y'all for being here with us. This is one that I wrote with my wife, Allison. I don't know where the request is. Oh, here we go. Brad Sperber says, "Howdy Hayes, been a hell of a year. As I was watching this, Beautiful Thing came on Outlaw Country, so I'll roll with that." He's requested Beautiful Thing. So thank you, Brad. I appreciate it. And we'll see if we can do this. I don't do this very often. This is an A.
Cool.
And it goes like this. Let's see. Columbus Avenue and 87th Street. My heart was racing when I got the word that we would meet. Ah, baby, it was a beautiful thing. A summer thunderstorm, we had to run and hide. An empty phone booth, a tangled up and stop in town. Ah, baby, it was a beautiful thing. The world stopped turning every time I heard you call my name. I had a feeling that nothing gonna be the same. You were a bon vivant, I was a libertine. We let her fight like neither one of us had ever seen. Oh, baby, it was a beautiful thing. Yeah. That sassy pencil skirt, riding up your thigh, back of a taxi cab. Good Lord, you blew my mind. Oh, baby, it was a beautiful thing. I hate to tell you, but I think we might have caused a scene. Yeah, let them all stare, 'cause it really don't matter to me. A queen for a long, long time. Well, could I be your king? Would you be my bride? Then came the 12th of May. It was a big affair. You wore the perfect dress and everyone we loved was there. Oh, baby, it was a beautiful thing. I say, hey now, baby, it was was a beautiful thing. All right. That's a fun one. It's a fun one. We wrote that about our relationship. Our wedding date is the 12th of May. Our first kiss was the 12th of May. And, yeah. Woo! All right. You know what? I didn't even read the request earlier about Buffett. Greg Cox had said, how about some Jimmy Buffett like you used to cover on Crystal Beach? Tammy Paris Satsburg says, could you play Come Monday by Jimmy Buffett for my hubby Steve? We watch every Tuesday and he plays guitar along with you. Tammy, thank you for the request. And Steve, thank you for playing along. That's really cool. Actually, I love that. The idea that people do that. But I can only do one Buffett song. So, and then Sainsbury Lane said, a pirate looks at 40, please. I believe you would do a fantastic cover. Thank you, Sainsbury. And I hope that you were not disappointed with that. Okay. Where are we? Next up. Oh, yeah. One. Okay. So, I had a request from my patrons on Patreon for this song. Let me see if I can find it here. Jeff Schoenhals says, asks for One Too Many Mornings, the Dylan song, obviously, but I also love Jerry Jeff Walker's take on the A Man Must Carry On album. Jerry Jeff was my first musical hero, and this year has been a bummer for me. I loved his ability to make a song his. I think this is absolutely in your wheelhouse. Jeff, thank you for the request. I'm absolutely familiar with the Dylan version. I'm not familiar with the Jerry Jeff version, but I'm going to listen to it. I just didn't have time today to catch up on it. But I really appreciate the request, and I appreciate the support on Patreon. So this is another one that I forgot to remember what key I'm doing it in. Let's try E again, I think. Down the streets, dogs are barking, and the day is getting dark. As the night comes a-calling, dogs lose their bark, and the silent night will shatter from the sounds inside my mind. I'm just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. From the crossroads of my doorstep, eyes they start to fade. I turn my head back to the room where my love and I have laid, and I gaze back to the street, the sidewalks and the signs. With just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles. It's a restless, hungry feeling that don't do no one no good. When everything that I am saying you can't say it just as good. You are right from your side and I am right from mine. We're both just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. We're both just one too many mornings and 8,000 miles behind. All right, thank you for that request. It's a great old Dylan song. Very fun. All right, we're down to like 5 or 6 songs left. Everybody, thank y'all for hanging in with us. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice Saturday night. It's, you know, one of these days we'll be able to go out on Saturday nights. but I just, it's so cool for me to get to spend this time with y'all. So thank you. How about Adam Landry back there? Y'all give him a hand.
Hey, everybody.
And that's Winnie. That's who he's smacking on back there. All right. So Ann Engelbrecht requests flowers and liquor. She says, "Well, I'm a florist and I like liquor." So there you have it. I love your silly story tunes. They make me giggle with or without drinking. I can say unequivocally that it has absolutely nothing to do with G-strings and see-through tights. Unless you're going to do it. Wink. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I don't know. It sounds like you're flirting with me. I'm getting excited. I hope I'm invited. I want to spend Tuesday nights with you. I'm going to fill in Saturday because I didn't get to this on Tuesday. But Ann, thank you very much. That's very sweet. I'm going to play this for you. This is one of the first songs I wrote. It is not Dylan. but it did express kind of where I was at in my life at this point in time. It goes like this. Well, you like flowers, E flat, and I like liquor. Your way's nice, but my way's quicker. I've been watching you all night long, and I gotta say something. Don't care if it's wrong. I'm feeling outrageous. I hope it's contagious. I wanna spend the night with you. Oh, and I'm the kind of boy who's slow and lazy, a little bit lost and a little bit crazy. You're the kind of girl who wakes at dawn, walking through the kitchen till the soaps come on. But baby, it's only that I'm feeling lonely and I want to spend the night with you. Oh, and I'm no good at sweet romancing, pillow talk or limbo dancing. I'm just a fool hiding from the rain, sitting with a bottle of the cheap champagne. But I'm feeling funky, drunker than a monkey, and I want to spend the night with you. All right. Pillow talk or limbo dancing. I've done this verse already, it seems, but that's just the way it goes when you're quarantined. And oh, it's not Tuesday, now I'm Tuesday. All right, yeah, it's getting a little sloppy around here. And if I was professional and I would just pass it off to my guitar player and let him take a solo, and it would have gotten us through that. But professional I'm not. Let's try it again. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? And we'll go home and leave the lights on, wear G-strings and see-through tights on. We'll make love and we'll have a ball here in the kitchen against the wall. I'm getting excited, I hope I'm invited. I want to spend the night with you. Yeah, 'cause you like flowers and I like liquor. Your way's nice, but my way's quicker. I've been watching you all night long, and I gotta say something, don't care if it's wrong. I'm feeling outrageous, I hope it's contagious. I wanna spend the night with you. Yeah, I'm getting excited, I hope I'm invited. I wanna spend the night with you. All right, well, there you have it. Okay, I tell you what, before we do this last batch of songs, let's do our last magic trick. Everybody needs more magic in their life on a Saturday night. You ready? Here we go. Huh? Pretty cool, huh? All right. Well, we'll send this out to Eli. Dave Carpenter requested, I don't want to grow up. Please and thank you. Short and to the point. All right. Here we go. Well, when I'm lying in my bed at night, I don't want to grow up. Yeah, nothing ever seems to turn out right, and I don't want to grow up. How do you move in a world of fog that's always changing things? It makes me wish that I could be a dog. Well, when I see the price you pay, I don't want to grow up. I don't ever want to be that way. Turn into things that they never want. The only thing to live for is today. I'm gonna put a hole in my TV set, and I don't wanna grow up. Yeah, gonna open up the medicine chest. I don't wanna grow up. I don't wanna have to shout it out. I don't want my hair to fall out. I don't wanna be filled with doubt. A good Boy Scout. I don't want to have to learn to count. I don't want to have the biggest amount. I don't want to drinking all night, and I don't wanna grow up. I'd rather stay in my room, nothing out there but sad and gloom. I home on Grand Street. Ah, when I say the 5 o'clock news, I don't wanna grow up. Yeah, they comb their hair and they shiny shoes, and I don't wanna grow up. I'd rather stick around the old hometown. I don't wanna put no money down. I don't wanna give me a big old loan. Work them fingers to the bone. I don't wanna learn to float a broom. Fall in love, get married and boom. How the hell I get here so soon? I don't wanna nobody. All right. Great Tom Waits.
Great song.
Robin Cohn just showed up and said, "Holy smokes, you're still playing." Yes, Robin, I am. We are. This is nothing. You should have been here last Tuesday. We did 3.5 hours on last Tuesday. This was an all-request show. Tuesday was, and we played 28 songs, and we did not get anywhere near all the requests done. So I decided to do a pop-up show here tonight to try and get as many of the requests as I could. So I appreciate y'all hanging with me and through the technical difficulties and everything. This is our 4th take. It took us 4 times to get a show going, and it's not on our normal microphone or normal camera. But I hope it looks okay. I hope it sounds okay. I hope y'all are having a good time. And yeah, thanks for being here. All right, let's see what else we got. Looks like we have 4 songs left. 4 songs. All right, the end is in sight. All right, Robert Gray Kaler requested, he said, "I would like to hear Easy Come, Easy Go, because this is just part of what life is. I'm working on writing a song called Everything's Borrowed, same kind of thing. I moved from Dayton, Ohio in the early 70s when I was 16. Just took off in my Rambler station wagon with the zigzag man painted on each side of my car from a stencil that I made in high school. Besides getting pulled over a lot." Jesus, I bet. Good Lord. "I ended up in Cottonwood, Arizona, and in 1978 moved to Boise, Idaho, where I still live and make custom jewelry." I love Boise, and that sounds like a really cool spot to be, to make jewelry or just to live. "Leaving my friends and band was hard, but best in the long run. Sorry for the rant, but my point is that is why I love the song Easy Come, Easy Go. I have lived it. Let's do a shot to that Tuesday night." Well, Robert, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate your story. And I'm sorry I couldn't get to it on Tuesday, but here I am on Saturday, and I will drink to you. This is the last bit of my beverage. But here's to you. Here's to living life with the zigzag man painted on the side of your Rambler. Cheers to you, my brother. This is a song that I wrote even before I wrote Flowers and Liquor. This is one I was thinking I was 19 when I wrote this. It goes back a way. Ways. Can't talk. All right. And speaking of Boise, I had an Aunt Darlene who lived in Boise for a long time, and I loved her very much. She was a very special woman, and she just passed away a couple months ago. And I played the Neurolux in Boise the year before last. And she came out, she was probably 85, and she stood in the front row for 2.5 hours of a rock show. And she was just a really special, spirited woman. So she will be missed. So we'll send this out to Darlene as well. Jamie was a barmaid at the underground on rail. Seemed like every Friday evening that she'd find herself in jail, and not a friend this side of Houston, or with the time to throw a bail. But she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Spent a lifetime walking through the walls of a broken home. Not a man right here still standing for the girl to call her on. Every time she tried to hold him, she just ended up alone. But there's still time. There's still time. David drove a taxi through the streets of Boston town. Like the billboards up above him, his whole world just slowing down. The only soul he'd ever cared for was the one he'd never found. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. A broken half of winter with the wind chill 10 below. David's sitting in his kitchen laughing about how the world had done him so, when the postman burst his bubble with a letter from below. And that's time. And that's time. There's a lot of people running around, not quite sure which way to go. But as for me, well, I think I'll finally find it's just easy come and easy go. David left his taxi. Jamie grabbed a bottle, put her apron on the bar, packed the whole world in a suitcase, and then tossed it in the car. Woke up in Texarkana, wondering how she got this far, and on her own, and on her own. Stranger at the motel, but Jamie stayed for free. She was gone before the daybreak, on her ways to Tennessee, looking to make the whole world over into a place she wants to be, but not alone, but not alone. And David left his taxi in the bottom of a beantown lake. He said this whole world's full of chances, and this is one I gotta take. And so he caught the line to Nashville to finally find his break and make a home, and make a home. As the train flew out of Boston, his whole world passed him by. He said, I've spent a lifetime running, but now's my time to try. If I can't find someone to hold me, all my dreams will surely die, and I'll be gone. Yeah, I'll be gone. And there's a lot of people running around, and I'm not quite sure which way to go. But as for me, I believe I'll finally find it's just easy come and easy go. When Davey hit the pavement, the sky was almost gray. He let the smoke off the sidewalk to drive the storm away. And when Jamie turned the corner with the world upon her brow, Davey said, I must be dreaming. How could this happen now? And then she walked right toward him, looked him right up in the eye. Davey said, I must be dreaming. And Jamie walked on by. And there's a lot of people running around, I'm not quite sure which way to go. But as for me, I do believe I'll finally just easy come and easy go. Ah, it's easy come and easy go. All right, everybody. Well, listen. I'm just going to do one more, and I'm going to call it a night. We've been at this for a while. And I feel like we can wrap it up. I really, really appreciate everybody joining me. One more time for Adam Landry. Thank you, Adam, for being here.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure and a treat. And yeah, it's just fun. Mix it up. Something other than a Tuesday. I mean, I really enjoy my Tuesday nights with you guys, but it's fun to throw a Saturday in there once in a while. Act like going out to a show like we used to. All right. Well, like I said, Allison's got a show tomorrow morning at 11, as does my buddy Todd Snyder. He's got a great show. So you can't go wrong. Either way, get up at 11, watch somebody's show. I'm going to be on Allison's show, do a couple songs with her. And it's really special. Her show's really amazing. And then I'll be back on Tuesday at 6 o'clock Central for episode 39 of Alone Together Tuesdays. Unbelievable. I can't believe we're still doing this. And will be for a while. I don't have a gig until April, and we'll see if those even hold up. But for now, it's just playing online. So thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to leave you with this. Linda Jacobson said, how about a Greg Brown tune? I've been a fan forever. From the world of tennis to Cayamo. From the world of tennis. Wow. I don't know. I assume this is a reference to... I lived in Austin for 12 years. I lived in 4 to 5 different places. But one of the places I lived was called World of Tennis. And it was like this place that John McEnroe had a hand in building, like in the 70s or early 80s. And it was just a bunch of little condos surrounded by tennis courts in outside of Austin. And it was a really neat place. I remember how incredibly excited I was to get in there. It was like 3 stories, and it had a sauna in the bathroom, which was crazy. Awesome. like a dry sauna. It was insane. And these floor-to-ceiling windows. It was like a tree house, and it wasn't that expensive. I mean, it was for the time where I was in my life financially. It was expensive, but it was not. It was nothing compared to what Austin is today, and so it was out of town. It took like 20 minutes to get into town, but anyway, we moved out there. World of Tennis, so it was really a cool spot. All right, well, Linda, thanks for the request. Everybody, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you being here. Yeah, here we go. This is one of my favorite songs by Greg Brown. It's called Spring Wind. I lived a while without you, down there half my life. I no longer see our unborn children when you my unwed wife. Ah, but yesterday I had a vision beneath the tree where we want to talk of an old couple burning their love letters so the children won't be shocked. Love calls like the wild birds. And it's another day. The spring wind blew, oh, my list of things to do away. All my friends are getting older, so I guess I must be too. Without their loving kindness, I don't know what I'd do. All the wine bottles half empty, the money is all spent. We're a cross between our parents and hippies in a tent, and love calls like the wild birds. And it's another day. A spring wind blew, oh, my list of things to do away. In the mucked up muddy river, I cast my little fly. I look at that water and I smell it, and it makes me wanna cry. How to clean our dirty planet. Now there's a noble wish. I'm putting my shoulder to the wheel, 'cause I wanna catch some fish. Love calls like the wild birds. And it's another day. A spring wind blew, oh, my list of things to do away. All you children, go to sleep now. Don't you know it's getting late? I know you don't like to miss nothing. School ain't that great. Oh, I'll dance with you when you're happy, hold you when you're sad. Hope you know how glad I am just to be your dad. Love calls like the wild birds. And it's another day. The spring wind blew, oh, my list of things to do away. Oh, darling, it's been a hard road, but I think we'll be okay. I know I say that all the time, just like everything else I say. Oh, I've been gone so often, but every time I miss you, I don't really know nothing, except I like to kiss you. Love calls like the wild birds, and it's another day. Wind blow, my list of things to do away. Thank you, Greg Brown, for writing such a beautiful song. Thank you, Adam Landry, for being here. Thank you, Winnie, for sleeping on the couch while we played the show.
Big hand for Hayes Carll.
Oh, hey, boss. No,
The reason we're here.
Stop. And most of all, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it, for tuning in. And we'll be back on Tuesday at 6 or tomorrow morning. Come check out Allison's show at 11 a.m. Central. But I'm here every Tuesday, and we'll get these sound issues figured out and sorted, and we'll be back to normal in no time, I hope. Okay, I love y'all. Take care. Have a good weekend. Adios.